I like the comment you made about the employer of choice, that idea, right? And what I see is certainly these days, in the last 5, 10 years, you've seen a lot of individuals, if they're employees, professionals, if they're sticking with an employer, they're sticking with an employer because they're provided with mentorship opportunities and a future, some vertical motion, right, in their career path. Both of those things are solved with the implementation of diagnostic testing, as an example. What I've seen is it's very interesting when an employer starts even promoting the idea of, hey, we're looking for a diagnostic PT, right? Not just a physical therapist. You get a different breed. You get somebody who wants to further their career, better themselves, better their patients, and so on. I've seen definitely there has been a shortage. I see some improvement these days at the second quarter of this year. There's improvement in the number of candidates out there. But I do see that people that stick around at an employer stay with them for a while if they're given the incentive, like I mentioned, of the potential to be a diagnostic PT, make that transition to a career path that provides them a future too, right? Incentives, bonus structure, because certainly if you are doing diagnostic testing, as you are able to bill that through insurances, and you're able to broker and gap that pay differential because you can now pay potentially and bonus these PTs more in alignment with many of them coming in and wanting probably six figures nearly from the beginning after graduation. So when you look at the value of the retention and the mentorship, the value of people wanting to keep people to stay and not go to the next, grass is green or the next big thing, and the ability to pay them what they feel they deserve and actually exchange with you as an owner appropriately the diagnostic tool, you see the retention of diagnostic PTs far and above the retention of just PTs in the 50 some odd practices I've worked at so far with HOTS.
In any type of recruitment conversations I've had, we always say, okay, money is not the number one motivator of people to get a job and stay with it. However, I have to say that to a certain degree, money can play a very pivotal role, especially when the money differential is very significant.
Yep.
And what mostly private practices are competing against in terms of for talent and salaries is with hospital organizations. And I had a recent episode in the podcast about the Medicaid loophole that hospitals are using to get 3 and 4 times more than a private practice for exactly the same product, for exactly the same visit, right?
Yep.
So when physical therapists are able in a hospital to get 20% higher salaries, 25% higher salaries, how the private practitioner will be able to compete. So money does have a role to play on that.